This part of this video series will be about JSX, the JavaScript-based template language of React. After seeing state in previous videos, JSX will be the second big pillar for building React applications. And we'll start with the basics of JSX, binding content and properties. The basic rules of JSX are quite simple. An XML tag switches from JavaScript to XML or HTML, and curly braces switch back to JavaScript. Based on that simple rule, we can easily include strings and numbers as basic types inside of JSX. Note that objects, for example date objects, cannot be included in JSX directly. They have to be explicitly converted to a string format. Besides binding to XML content, we can also bind to properties. In this example, we switched to JavaScript for the entire href property of this link. Note that we are not using any outer quotation marks. The property is only delimited by curly braces. If we would enclose a property in quotes, the curly braces would have no special meaning, as you can see in this example. In HTML, some properties or attributes can be so-called Boolean properties. For example, properties like disabled, autofocus, or read-only. Here we see two examples of how to set the disabled property to true in JSX. The second variant could also be used to connect the property to some dynamic state entry. When writing JSX, note that the language is closer to JavaScript than to HTML. Because of this, some properties, most notably the class name property, will be named by their JavaScript name, not their HTML name.